What's good, YouTube? It's cuddleofdeath here. Happy day, woo! And as you can see from the title, this is my official announcement video for my brand new Let's Play of the Pokemon Volt White Egglocke / the Send Me Eggs video for my Pokemon Volt White Egglocke. So I would very quickly just like to go ahead and say, please watch the entire video. If you send me an egg that's fucked up, I'm not going to use it. It's simple as that. If you watch the entire video, you're not going to mess up making an egg, and it'll actually work. It'll work out fine. It's unfair to those people. If I get an egg that's messed up, it's unfair to those people that took the time to watch the entire video to make an egg that's not messed up. So I will not be using a messed up egg. If I get an egg that's messed up, I'm not using it. I'm going to replace it with one that's not messed up. That's not me being harsh. It's just that it's not that hard to sit through an entire video figuring out how to send an egg or make an egg and send an egg. So if you really want to send me an egg, then you will spend the time trying to figure out how to make one. Thank you guys for understanding. I love you guys. I'm going to very quickly explain what Pokemon Volt White is to start this off with. Pokemon Volt White is a ROM hack of Pokemon White. That's a real freaking shocker, I know, right? And it's actually a harder version of Pokemon White. It has really intense gym fights. The Pokemon may have different typings in it. For example, Superior does get the Dragon type added already to its original Grass typing. So do not freak out in the Let's Play whenever you see Pokemon that are dual typed that were previously single typed in normal games. It is a ROM hack for a reason, and it does create a bit more challenge. Now, this is my first Nuzlocke / Egglocke, and I'm happy to have you guys be a part of it. So I'm going to try to explain this very quickly and as best as I can instead of having a really long drawn out video, so that way you guys can pick it up really fast. We're going to make a few eggs, and I have everything linked in the description. Now, I'm going to be using a program called PokeGen, which is also going to be linked in the description. Some virus scanners will pick it up as a virus, but I can guarantee you that it is not a virus. I use Norton. You guys can hate on me for that. I don't care. It's just what I do use. It picks it up as a virus, but I can guarantee you once again it's clean. So I did have to disable my virus scanner for a few minutes so I could use this. Now, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into PokeGen itself, which we already have had up this entire time. And we're going to be using the file which I've put in the description. So we're going to go to File, Open. You guys may not be able to see this in a second. But, oh, Kristen's Volt White Egglocke.sav. We're going to open that. I actually need to move my mic. One sec. Okay, so now that that's opened, we can see that I have no Pokemon in the box, since obviously you guys are going to fill these boxes up. And there's going to be a limit on how many eggs you can send me per person. So I'm only going to be taking 4 eggs per person, since I have over 28,000 subscribers and people that constantly watch my videos, which I'm very thankful for. So this gives everyone a chance to send eggs in. So without further ado, we're going to pick a Pokemon that's in the earliest stage that it can possibly be. I understand that you can get a Marill from an egg, but don't send me a Marill, send me an Azurill for an example. Don't send me a Charizard, won't use it. It's illegal in my Egglocke. And also, do not send me legendaries. You can send Rotoms and Fiones because they are not legendaries, regardless of what some people seem to think they're not. I will actually have a ban list as well in the description so you know what not to send me. But I'm not going to include every single evolution of a Pokemon because you guys should automatically know not to send those. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start off with my favorite Pokemon, Houndour, which also please don't send me a bunch of these. We're going to nickname it Happy Day. And this is another thing I'm going to go over very quickly. You cannot have a Pokemon that has more than 10 characters, which is 10 letters, in the nickname. So make sure that it's 10 letters or less for the nickname, otherwise its nickname's going to get cut off whenever I use it. But make sure it is nicknamed, so check this box right here as well. Make sure that the experience is at 0, the L, which stands for level, is at 1, and please, I can't stress this enough, change the nature of a Pokemon to whatever is most beneficial for it. For example, Houndour evolves into Houndoom, which is more of a special attacker. It can be a physical attacker or a mixed attacker if you want. But this one is going to be a special attacking Houndour, or Houndoom if it does evolve. So I'm going to be selecting Timid. You can see what each of the natures do if you actually scroll over what's it called? Arrow. I'm blanking out today. Here. It doesn't show up on the video, but if you use PokeGen, it says that Timid is plus special attack minus attack. The held item. If you have a Pokemon that is going to evolve later on through the means of a held item, for example, Egglocke evolves into Electabuzz, which evolves into Electivire using the Electrizer. I don't even know if I said that right. You'll need to attach that to him. Or like if a Pokemon needs a Moonstone, you should attach that to like Nidoran, Clefairy, so on and so forth. But for this, we're just going to be using a charcoal, just for the sake of this video. Next, we are going to be skipping happiness. Please leave this at 0 because it makes it so that whenever I take a step, the egg will automatically hatch. I will probably also have a fast egg hatch code on just in case someone is trying to troll me, but please, please don't do that because it'll be really annoying. The next thing that I also can't stress enough is giving the Pokemon a legal ability. To do this, if you're unsure what your Pokemon can have as an ability, we do have a site, therapy.net, which does actually help us out, which is also linked in the description once again. So we're going to go ahead and go to that. 1 second. Boom. We are on Cerebi on Houndour's page. We're going to scroll down, and right here where it says Abilities, Early Bird, Flash, Fire, and Unnerve, which is a hidden Dream World ability, which I'm not going to get into, but basically you can use any of these abilities. So you can read what each ability does. I'm not going to go through that. So either Early Bird, Flash, Fire, or Unnerve. For this particular Houndour, we're just going to go with Flash Fire. So we're going to type that in. If you do not choose one of those abilities, it will not have an ability and it will be illegal and I will not use the egg. Or if you choose an ability that will not work for the Pokemon, it's illegal and I will not use the egg. Alright, leave the form blank. Country, US, UK, AU. Origin, leave it blank. Shiny leaf, none. You can choose whether it's a male or a female, but make sure that egg is checked. You can try to check shiny if you want it to come out shiny, but for whatever reason, most of the time now, in the Egglocks that I've seen, people can't get their eggs to come out shiny, so I wouldn't even worry about it. Now go to the Met tab. All you have to do here is change what ball it's in. You can use whatever ball you want. It's defaulted on Cherish Ball. I personally like the Premier Ball, Luxury Ball, Heal Ball, just the really cutesy looking balls. So for this one, I'm going to use the Luxury Ball. Make sure it's set at level 1. Encounter, I would just leave that alone. Make sure that as egg is checked. All of this information now is correct. We can go on to stats. Now, I don't want to get too in-depth for this because I know we have a lot of casual players out there. Anyone who's, I guess, more hardcore into this kind of stuff will understand what EVs and IVs are. But briefly to go over them, IVs are individual values which are static values that your Pokemon constantly has. So for a Houndour, you're going to want to randomize them and get a decent special attacking one for this one. So I'm going to push the randomize IVs button a few times. That's a decent special attack. The max amount you can have in any particular stat for an IV is 31, so 29 is really high. So we're going to go ahead and leave it right there. Now the other thing that you can do is EVs, which are effort values, which are something that you can get while battling Pokemon. Each awards a different particular stat, which once again I'm not going to get into. However, if you want to put these in, you can, but if you don't know what you're doing, I wouldn't suggest doing it. However, I will make it easier for you if you want to put these in though. So in the description I have a site which a lot of competitive battlers use. It's called Smogon, which I'm going to swap over to in just a second. Alright. So here we have Houndoom, not Houndour for this particular one, because whenever I'm putting EVs in, I'm keeping in mind their final forms. So for Houndoom, you just scroll down, and since we're using a special attacking one, we're going to want to use this one for the EVs. That would be 252 special attack, 4 special defense, and 252 speed. Don't worry about the 2 points you have left over, they're not really going to do anything. So once again, you can leave, let me go back to this, you can leave the EVs blank, but please randomize the IVs for me. That would make me very happy. But if you want to put EVs in, make sure they're legal. The next tab that we're going on to is the attacks tab. This is something that people can really screw up on as well, but once again, as long as you follow this, and it should be really hard to mess up on. We're going to go back to Cerebi for this on Houndour, not Houndoom. And we're going to take a look at the stuff that it can learn. So, based off of default level, which is going to be level 1, or any level that it hatches at, which is level 1, it is going to have Leer and Ember by default. Another thing that you want to scroll down to and look at are the egg moves. What I would like for you guys to do is to give it whatever it starts off with, whether it's 1 move, 2 moves, or whatever. So Leer and Ember, plus some egg moves. Please make sure that they work for this particular Pokemon, because if it's illegal, I won't use it. I'm going to say that a lot in this. So, Houndour's egg moves are Fire Spin, Rage, Pursuit, Counter, Spite, Reversal, Beat Up, Fire Fang, Thunder Fang, Nasty Plot, Punishment, Feint, and Sucker Punch. Since Houndour can start off with Leer and Ember, I'm going to go ahead and put those in. Ember, Leer. And from the egg moves, I will take... I'm going to take Thunder Fang and Fire Fang, which are actually physical moves, but it's just to start it off with. Now that we've done that, we can go to the OT/MISC tab, which you don't have to actually touch anything. So that's all good and done. So you go back to the main tab, and as a final thing, what you want to do is where it says PID, push F. Now once that pops up, what you're going to do here is this contains the IVs that you selected earlier, and these might change a bit, and that's okay, but if you push search, what it's going to do is it's going to find what would be a legitimate Houndour in the game. You select it. You may have more options here, but I only have one. Push OK. Then what you're going to do is right-click any of these boxes, push set, and now you've actually made your first egg. So what you're going to do is what's easiest for me, so that I can get all the eggs in here as fast as possible, is go to File, Save Pokemon from Tabs. And it's going to pop up your little dialog box. I already have Test Pokemon, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to name it Happy Day, because that's what I nicknamed the Pokemon. If you do not nickname the Pokemon, I won't use it. Because if I see what Pokemon is in the egg automatically, then that's unfair. And one of the rules of the Nuzlocke is you're supposed to have them nicknamed, which is why you guys get to have the nicknames too. So I'm naming this Happy Day. You guys can't really see it. Boom. And I'm saving it. After that, I would prefer it if you guys sent me these .pkm egg files through email, which is yayyayhurrayhappyegg at gmail.com. That's yayyayhurrayhappyegg at gmail.com, which is also going to be linked in the description. Please keep it 4 eggs per person, and I will start this Let's Play as soon as 10 boxes are filled up, or if I have more than that by then, that'll be crazy. And I'm really looking forward to your submissions. I don't know how to do this on a Mac, honestly. I think I've pretty much covered everything. I will be doing the rest on my end, and I'll get the eggs in the game. And as soon as these boxes fill up, I'm going to start this Let's Play. And like I said, I hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure to nickname your Pokemon. Make sure to give them legal moves. Make sure not to screw up on their ability. It doesn't matter if they're shiny or not. Anything else, I actually haven't missed anything, except for there's a ban list, which will be in the description, which is actually quite easy to figure it out. No evolutions and no legendaries. You can send Fione, which is not a legendary. You can send Rotom, which is not a legendary, regardless of what people seem to think. So there's that. Please don't send me a shit ton of Houndour. Please don't send me a shit ton of Ghastlies. Or especially Gligar. Oh my god, I hate you, YouTube Gamer. We did a battle and showdown, and he made me hate Gligar. So, that's pretty much it. I am really looking forward to your egg submissions. I will also, I guess, make a Skype for it, but I really, really want you guys just to send them through email, honestly. If you don't know how to send eggs through email, then send them through Skype, which will be yayyayhurrayhappyegg as the Skype name. I will not actually be talking on that Skype. I'll just be getting on there and accepting eggs. But once again, I would really appreciate it if you just send them through email, preferably. It makes it a lot easier on me. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm really excited to start this Egglocke. I'm kind of scared at the same time because I know how difficult Volt White can be because I saw Nappy stream it. But I don't actually remember the teams or anything because I was more concentrated on the chat. If you do make multiple eggs, you still need to actually just redo them because the way I'm having you guys send them, it's only making one Pokemon per file so that it's easier for me to drag in. So just reopen the save or whatever and then make another egg and then save it from tabs, so on and so forth. And I can just drop them all in and we're good to go. Also, the last thing, do not tell me what you sent me. Do not tell me what their names are or anything. After I start hatching eggs on the Egglocke, you can be like, oh, I sent this one, you know, and be all happy about it. But hopefully you guys will be champions and send me champion-esque Pokemon, and we're going to get through this together. We got this, Team Happy Day. I love you guys. I will see you guys in episode 1 of the Egglocke. I'm super excited. Thanks for watching. Bye!